Shall we do it again?
Yeah, yeah.
Shall we do it again?
Yeah, yeah.
I wanna do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, let's do it again now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I wanna go to the land of the good groove.
Feel that way.
Yo, what's going on? This is Dunks and Outlier here. We're the Funk Hunters, and we're here with Grounded TV in Vancouver, BC. Yeah, Nick and I met up a few years back and shared a mutual love for good funky music. We started throwing shows together. We decided we might as well get 4 turntables together and just share our musical tastes as a whole. We got together really just because of our taste in music, and that's just pushed both of us to do something a little bit different than what else is happening in Vancouver. It's the reason we play on 4 turntables. It's the reason we're starting to make our own edits and our own productions to put in there. It's the reason we're hooking up with people like Tom, who we played with on live saxophone, and MC Think Tank and Erica D, and working with more MCs. Working with lots of live acapellas and that kind of stuff. So really working together just pushes us to do more with the sound, and that's kind of the best thing. The old adage of 2 is better than 1 rings true in our sets, and I think that's what keeps us doing it. This is a party we've been working on for a couple of months in partnership with Goodgroove Records. I think the big goal here was really to bring the type of music that we love and we're pushing to Vancouver so everybody can feel it. And the lineup we brought in was J-Roc came up from Australia, who's also a Canadian, Stickybuds from Kelowna, and DJ Wood from here in Vancouver. So it was a real Canadian new funk showcase, basically.
My name's Sherwood, aka DJ Wood.
My name is Tyler. I go by Stickybuds.
My name is Jason. I go as J-Roc from Sold Out DJs.
Goodgroove Records is a label out of Bath, UK that launched 2-3 years ago.
This new sound, this banging hip hop, mixed with like all these funk elements and horns and all these like little chunks of acapellas.
Goodgroove Records is right now at the moment just kind of owning the scene when it comes to the new funk and the edits and stuff like that.
They pretty much release exclusively on vinyl 12 inches, which is pretty rare in this day and age.
I've been collecting them since the first one. I love Goodgroove. I've always loved what they're doing.
I started checking into what Goodgroove was about and found their other records and stuff, and it was this wicked new sound that really I was into. For the first Goodgroove in Canada, I'm thinking it's going to go off. You know, Vancouver has a really vibrant music scene, and I think maybe some of the funk and the real good times dancing music is taken a bit of a back shelf to some other genres in the last while, so I think people are really fiending for a good funk throwdown, which J-Roc, Wood and I, the Funk Hunters, Erica D, and Think Tank, we're all stoked to give it to them.
The language of movement, can you feel your mood improving? He's the man that lit the roof. The funk's still alive, we live in proof. Pull strings, puppets controlled by the DJs. Honeys in the back room, handing out BJs. Rocking up town to the sounds of the PJs. Can you get down with the sounds that we play? Yes, y'all. Boogie down, ambassador. Spotted a down piece, a girl got an ambassador. On the booty, maybe fly, cause it's so tight. Make it be high, cool wings and take flight. Now, ladies, don't give it up, pro bono. You can be John, you can be Yoko Ono. Somewhere on fluff, take your time like slow-mo. All good, come and throw your phone on.
People are ready for it, and we got a really hot lineup tonight with Sticky and J-Roc and myself, also Erica D and Think Tank on the microphone.
I could be your lover, I could be your sweet, sweet energy, I could be your baby, I could be all you really need.
It's like a whole West Coast connection, you know, for the whole Goodgroove West Coast Canada thing. It's a good lineup. I mean, yeah, it's just going to be off the hook.
This isn't really a scene that's really very established here, so it's going to be interesting to see how people take it in, but I know it's going to go well.
So I think it's going to go wicked tonight, and at the same time in Italy tonight is the first regrooved Italy, so you know, it's 2 spots on the globe that are doing the same thing, just getting down, and yeah, I think it's going to be awesome.
so bright, let our wings take flight on this fine night. Dollhouse, how you feeling? Come on.
New funk is a term that kind of just got coined by a few people, I guess. I first really started hearing about it when there's this forum. It's called newfunk.co.uk.
It's the genre that consists of mostly mid-tempo, hip-hop and funk influenced dance music.
People like that, you know, heavy kick and snare and some bass lines and stuff like that. So I'd say that's kind of like the new funk sound.
It's the new funk that's being produced now, but it's all throwbacks, so a lot of it at least, to the old stuff that's been made in the last like 40 years or whatever, 30 years.
It fits more into the structure like break beats or house music that's designed to be mixed by DJs. But it takes a lot of its sound palette and influences from 70s funk and disco, and a lot of influence from 80s and early 90s hip-hop.
If you look at the Good Groove label, a lot of that is kind of like the funk edits with like beefed up kicks and snares, beefed up bass lines, and then hip-hop edits over top, you know, so it gives something for the people to kind of relate to, you know.
Hands up, cause this is how we do work. Come on and give me that fat ass beat. I'm from the Bay, where we make it happen gradually. We take the time to without approaching casually. We never back down, we always aim with accuracy. We hit the mark every time and then we have a secret. We got all the drive, desire, and the passion and dream. But if I got test, I'll tell you what the outcome will be. We can transform it to the capital.
The Funk Hunters, they're comprised of Nick and Duncan, and I met them at Shambhala probably 3 years ago. I was DJing with my friend J-Pod, and we were playing all this new funk stuff and all these artists, and they were totally on that tip too, so we kind of hit it off just through music.
They're all about the funk. These guys are dope. I mean, I've only caught them DJing a couple times, and this is the first time I've played at one of their parties, but expecting big things.
Looking back at that party a couple weeks ago, and it still rings true today, we meet people who are talking about that party, and it's really because of the music, and it's such a fun, happy, funky vibe, and you just don't get that anywhere else, and that's really what went down.
Tyler, Wood, J-Roc, Think Tank, Erica D, everyone killed it that night.
Everybody's asking when we're going to do it again and if it's happening, and like without a doubt for sure, Regrooved Canada will be back again, if not this spring, definitely this summer. We want to give a big shout out and thanks to Slim, the label boss over at Goodgroove, for helping us out with this event. Slim made the kick-ass artwork you might have seen on the posters.
If you want to find more about us, you can check out thefunkhunters.com and goodgrooverecords.com if you want to find out more about the artists who played at Regrooved Canada. So check that out.
So go ahead and try. Come on, make that move, cause you're about to get served by the real good group.
That's right. I wanna go to the land of the good groove.
Real good group.